Alrighty. And welcome back to the arc where hey, welcome back for more Weeb Wednesdays and Danganronpa. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember where we left off. Other than I think Chiaki died. I think that's the last thing that happened was that Chiaki died. Yeah, ding ding doombles. Exactly, Mickey. But yeah, Chiaki died. We don't know who did it, and we haven't. Oh, Chihiro. Chihiro, thank you. Chiaki is Danganronpa too? Okay. I was like, it's the person whose name I always mess up. And again, I messed it up. But yeah, let's figure it out. And then just for a heads up for everybody, yeah, we'll probably end up... Hold on. That isn't the save. We need this one. Continue. Yeah, just so people know, yeah, probably tomorrow will probably be Resident Evil 7 day. So, no card games tomorrow, just Resident Evil 7. But yeah, let's figure this out.
Hey.
Huh. Wait, look at the wall. Are these letters? On the wall? You mean the wall that says bloodlust? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet decide to give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. Famous. The ultimate murderous fiend. No! Stop it with that naming convention. The ultimate murderous fiend. Creating a reputation of abnormal and downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then... It's like, then this is some copycat killer trying to initiate or imitate Genocide Jack's style? I mean, yeah, I guess. Could be a copycat killer, you don't know. But why would anyone do that? Perhaps the real work it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real... Wait. Are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way, yeah. There is no way. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Ah! What is it now? Toko! Hina was moving toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. God, I can't read today. Ah! Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. Oh. No. Why? Why? Oh, she's losing her shit. She fainted. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko. Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about she faints anytime she sees blood.
oh,
So she's hemophobic? I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulation prohibits sleeping. Yes. Like, on purpose. Ah. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Why are her eyes drifting off in two different directions is a great touch. Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her emotions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was so shocked, you know. It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well,
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
so,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't. Oh, get out of here, Hifumi. Get the fuck. Shut up, Hifumi. Taka, could you help me? Huh? She totally ignored me. Oh, Byakuya. Very well. You can take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. I assume nobody has problems leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again. Hold on a second. Rushing into an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. Ugh.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Among us? Isn't that right, Monokuma? Oh, there he is. Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. That was throwing me off. My microphone was not here. And that was throwing me off because having to turn my head so far. I'm like, why do I feel so uncomfortable right now? God, weird. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Oh. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed? Yes, Makoto, there's clearly a dead person, and you're the only people in the school. A fellow classmate. Yes, they killed a fellow classmate. What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? You're right, Monokuma. No balls. Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Weird thing to say to high schoolers. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. Know how much you must be looking forward to it.
see ya later.
So please do your very tippy-top best in this investigation.
No way.
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Yes. It's either do an investigation or everybody dies. Examining the corpse of one of our friends. having to suspect all our other friends? I hate this. I can't take it anymore.
Oh no!
I hate it too.
Help me!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Hey!
Oh my god, that guy. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. Okay, Byakuya, you calm down there, Edgelord. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
Good. How could I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon... What, do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect or I'll beat some sense into you.
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth to what Byakuya said. Kyoko!
Because
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat. Yeah, that is the rules. Oh, wait. Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. Monokuma, it just seems like you're making up rules. This seems like you made up a rule. Monokuma, this seems like a rule you just made up just now. Just for it to be convenient. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. Oh my fucking god, this bear. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? A new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
so then.
In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Fair. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up.
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room. Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Tout suite. If we do not solve the mystery for who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. True. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigate. First of all, I'd better check on the Monokuma file to see what exactly is going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. Also, can I point out, this is probably my favorite song in the entire game. The fucking investigation theme? It's a good investigation theme. I'm not gonna say that it's up there with like Phoenix Wright, because I think the Phoenix Wright series has like some of my best, like, hey, investigation themes? Like, no, Monokuma's theme is good. This is a theme I could listen to outside of the game though. And be like, yeah, no, I like this theme. Especially because it's not intrusive. to like you playing the game, and it's very like, yeah, no, nothing distracted me from thinking about the case. You can just think about it, and it's catchy. So I'm like, yeah, no, this is a good theme for this game. Let's see. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Nice. Monokuma File 2 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hey, Makoto, do you have a second? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So, what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent, the same talent which allowed you to solve the Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. Oh, fuck you, Byakuya. Fuck this guy. Shut up, Byakuya. You're such a dumbass. So, you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
he is. Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Alright, first things first. Bloodlust. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Let's check the body. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. The second dead body you've seen. Actually, no. The fourth dead body you've seen so far. I was gonna say like second or third. I'm like, oh wait, Junko. Oh wait, Leon. Alright, never mind. This is actually the fourth dead body Makoto's seen. Chihiro's dead body. That's her name.
Strange.
Not that I would forget it. But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure how. We're not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Can I investigate the body? I need to like look at it. I need to like, hey,
What?
look at it. Alright, what do we got here? The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Okay, but then why would the blood... You know what I think? She didn't originally die right there. Because the layout of this doesn't look right. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Okay, we got a dumbbell. There's a dumbbell in the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Nice. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, Kyoko, what do you got to say? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. He poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She's doing her job, Byakuya. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Alright, Byakuya, what do you gotta say? If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Shut up, Byakuya. I use this locker room all the time.
Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death.
But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. Makoto, you said something smart for once. Thank you so much. For example, she could have died in the boys' locker room, and then after that, they just put her body in the fucking girls' locker room. Because you only need the girls' fucking school ID pass thing to get through, and if she's dead, you can just take hers and just get into the girls' locker room that way. Then you can just swap the posters and the rugs, and then you'd be set. Holy fuck. That actually sounds really, really plausible. I didn't think of I just kind of went on a rant and I'm like, is that what happened? They're just layout things that don't make sense to me as a player.
She was very light.
That is true.
It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice.
Someone might have asked her.
What makes you say that? You'd been talking a lot about how she wanted to get stronger.
You're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Hino or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then.
Avoiding it?
Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up.
Fair. But Makoto actually has a brain cell? Yeah, right?
So I could only assume she was trying to avoid us.
And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night. Yeah, because she wanted privacy.
Perhaps.
But it's difficult for me to imagine she could have come alone.
She did want to start exercising,
but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself.
She needed support from others.
So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she could have come with someone else.
It's a possibility, I think.
Nice. Sakura's account. What do we got here? Got Mondo over here.
Dude had a real complex relationship about being...
Dude had a real complex about being weak. Ugh.
You heard Chihiro talking about it, right? All I need to get stronger.
Oh, all I need to get stronger. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once.
I sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here.
But does she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Shut up, Makoto. Don't be sexist. Most girls aren't that strong. Shut up, Makoto. Don't be sexist.
I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about all that stuff.
The cause of Chihiro's complex. Can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account.
Now I believe it's time for us to move on.
Huh? Already?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case.
That's true, but
if you're satisfied, let's hurry and proceed.
He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Yeah, fuck you, Byakuya. We're checking the boys' locker room.
So, this is our next location.
Huh? This place is related to the investigation?
Figure it out for yourself.
If it's no fun,
it's no fun if you don't, right?
Shut up, Byakuya. You're the one tagging along with me actually doing the fucking work. Fuck out of here, Byakuya. If I remember right, this card reader meant that the work is in our handbook. Is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it?
If so, you should take it up with Monokuma.
He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called? Yeah. Has he been domesticated? Fair.
Seems that Makoto has a question
You
for you.
need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, if it's just about this card reader,
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. Okay. So two people can't walk through. That sounds like an iffy rule. And the school regulation prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room, yeah? In other words, Chihiro's body could have being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. If Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must be able to get in there.
In other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Yeah? I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Monokuma, you saying you a snack? Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
Who are you?
so sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest for your own goddamn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. That'll help you understand what's going on. Okay, we're in the main hall. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out myself? Mailbox. It's an e-handbook. No, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and then I did. Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer might be right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Yep. I see. Yeah, now I understand.
What?
Hold on a second.
Very
What's wrong?
strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when it started up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. Aww. He has traumas. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that mastermind concocted. Woo! Cruel, heartless death. Sorry, I was starting to get a headache. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily, but it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure. And it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? Wow. That's actually impressive. I don't care how many baseballs you hit with it, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret, and I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what his weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? It's not Leon's. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. I don't see any connections to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. Alright. Byakuya, what do you gotta say? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Let me repeat myself.
Absolutely, I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using bizarre and brutal methods? They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. What nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong, I wonder. But words mean little right now. Fair. I have something that will prove it, and I can show it to you. I fucking guess so. Oh, it's a zoom button? Why does the zoom make that sound effect? Do I have to talk to you again, Byakuya?
Don't make.
Oh, and I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. What is the basis? Is there really proof? There's something I'd like to take you. What? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you
All
need.
clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Is something like that really? Ah, hey, you two. Big trouble, need your help.
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy, leave us alone.
I mean,
But it's an emergency. Emergency. Come on, please, you gotta help me. Alright, Aoi, what happened?
please.
This is a serious emergency, please help, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But, it's an emergency. Alright, what is it? Emergency, what happened? Something's wrong with Toko, she's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Don't
Are you
make
sure?
me repeat myself.
Yeah, okay. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, but that'd be the end of it.
Let's
Wait,
go.
yeah, wait for us. It looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right.
Such ignorance.
Call me a waste of space. Rude. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know. See how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out. She kept saying all this weird stuff.
That's
Weird
fine.
stuff. We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Where's Toko? Toko? May as well give it a shot. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. The door swung open. Oh. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Oh. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time, when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door, but I felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Hey. Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can't be nice when you want to. I mean, she also has like a big fucking crush on Byakuya, so it's like, out of all the people, like, it would be Byakuya to coax her out. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments... Oh!
what do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Ah, Bacula!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
Stop talking.
But if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Does Byakuya know that she's Genocide Jack and is just trying to keep her under his thumb, so if he ever needs to kill someone, he can just use her as a tool, basically? Oh, Byakuya. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Is it this secret room over here? Is the evidence that proves that it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Let me repeat myself.
I mean, I fucking guess. You want me to look in the fucking room? If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. So much dust, too.
In other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the one I saw Byakuya using in the library before. Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was there before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Nice. We got a coin. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although by judging the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved to be very useful when I was in the library. Yeah. Extension cord, huh? The extension cord that's missing? Alright, let's look at these books. This shelf is stuffed with this shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye, indeed, to select that file. Huh?
that's right.
That's a report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept in the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. There's so many files stuffed into the shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. You mean the Illuminati? If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. If you're thinking I'm looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. Oh, you mean like the Genocide Jack cases? They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in this library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to the classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? These are true. The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a sec, you're saying you've read all the documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's an excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few dozen of those cases by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And second, is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. It is. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. Facts. But in fact, the answer is quite
So,
simple.
in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Ah,
in other words,
that right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are starting to get interesting, aren't they? I've never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. What? Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but don't take it with you. Oh! Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense and nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached a page where photos of the scene of each crime had all been collected. Oh, skizzers! The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. Yeah, but in every single one, the victim is, like the victim is suspended using the same scissors, though. At least in these two photos. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Shame. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Omatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naoshisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. Not exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. True. Now take a look at the next page. You'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page... Oh! Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. Okay. The most common time for the killing to take place was on holidays and in the afternoon. Holidays and in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it would be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, and when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely that there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. They have a split personality. The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more believable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it isn't. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Fair. The Genocide Jack case file has been added to your truth bullet section of your handbook.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, aren't we? Ah, wait, Byakuya. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
Time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Do you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move with the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he'd cut loose. Yep. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered something really important, clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. I mean, you say that. And that murderous fiend is one of us? But who is it? I have to find out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime of the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. We do need to check both those things. The others might have come up with some other info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Yep. Yes, you do. Cool. Oh god. Ifumi, what do you got? Ifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? Ifumi I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. I mean, if you say so, Ifumi. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah. Miss Ludenberg has said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. But it's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there? What's it gonna be? Get out of my way, Hifumi. Alright. Time to do some investigating. Ugh. Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul. To target such a helpless being is unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Fair. Mondo, you got anything else to say? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? Oh yeah, we read this. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking. But I have to get going. Have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
Well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder.
so
But
then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. Her handbook is the broken one. It's either hers or the killer's. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Oh, because she was also the hacker person, so maybe she could have actually, like, tampered with her handbook. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyways. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are both bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug. Wait, so then this isn't rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again, after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this mean? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. Yeah? I had to figure out... to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Holy fuck, I'm tongue-tied today. Murder? Uh-oh. Yeah, right. Plus, it might help to look at Genocide Jack's case file one more time. Yeah, because the big clue that we have is that the bodies are hung using the fucking scissors. Yup. Of course, it isn't written in the fucking case file. But in my case, however, oh yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. The big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable, though. A girl's locker room doesn't seem to have this kind of place you'd find something like this. Yeah? Which means we should probably check the boys' locker room. Because I think the body was switched. This door leads out to the pool. Alright. Yep. Yeah, we need to go back to the library. Oh, it's R. There we go. I'm over here hitting every single button and forgot how to fucking play the game. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. No. Huh? This poster is a poster of a popular boy band called Tornado. Yeah? Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right. There's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Yeah? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about locker rooms. Yeah? Also, you have this blood stain right here. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Okay, so they didn't swap the carpet, but they definitely... Like, the blood in the girls' locker room is definitely probably placed. Alright, is there anything in the pool? Nothing pool related happening? No pool related shenanigans? No clue in the lockers? Alright, if anything... We should probably talk to... maybe Sakura one more time? Like, Sakura and Mondo would be the two that would know the most about the locker rooms. Okay. Sakura first, because she's the coolest. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
There is something that's been bothering me about the locker rooms. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. Mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after I exercise. Not bad. Anyway, the other day I spilled some coffee on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. Oh, never mind. That's that coffee stain. Never mind. They did swap the rugs. I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with? Fair. Mondo, what do you have to say? You're still saying the same stuff? Alright. So Makoto's too dim-witted to know that the posters were switched. Let's go back to the library, at least. Let's see. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. The last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Because he had an extension cord. But there's no extension cord there now, because it was used to kill Chihiro. Or suspend Chihiro. Let's see. I think... Yeah, because then this would have been the other box where the extension cord was. The Genocide Jack files are gone? Excuse you, Makoto? Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who could do something like that. Can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Yeah, right?
Fuck Byakuya.
Yeah, fuck Byakuya. Alright. Let's leave there. Okay, I didn't mean to click that. Let me see here. That's the letter about Hope's Peak not functioning anymore. We can figure out why they want to imprison us all here. Yeah, right? You have so many mysteries to solve, Makoto. So many mysteries. Alright, so the Byakuya or the Genocide Jack files are missing. Let's see where everyone else is. I don't think there are very many, like, options to really go off of. Alright, let's head back downstairs. I know we gotta check out the warehouse for that protein coffee powder. Let's also check the gym. Let's see. Okay, nobody here. Where the hell did everybody go?
What did you miss? You missed not much. We're just investigating. Learning about spilled coffee. Oh, Taka. A boy.
How unfortunate.
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secret after all. Damn it. I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's because I wasn't strong enough. Oh, sweet boy. Yeah, I think Chihiro tampered with her handbook, probably. That is my guess. There's a mailbox here, and inside are Junko, Leon, and Sayaka's e-handbooks. It looks like the handbooks of any dead student are brought here to the mailbox. Yeah, it shouldn't be broken.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox.
Huh?
Why are you being a weirdo? Hero, why are you being a weirdo? Huh, okay. Check the AV room just in case. Be-doop-be-doop-boo-boop-be-doop. Did everyone really just disappear? I just want to check all these fucking rooms just to make sure people aren't here. Oh, I guess they also just show them there. Ooh, in the dining hall and the warehouse. Okay. Nice. Alright. Good to know. Let's go to the dining hall then. Alright. Oh, Hina. How's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out. She keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you trying to eat? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Man, there is another character from another series I would love you to meet. Really? I bet your hero would like to eat more donuts. Maybe that was one of her big regrets. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Yeah. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Well, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something familiar. She said even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know, she talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy? Chihiro's a dude, aren't they? Or excuse me. Chihiro is, you know, alright. It just kind of clicked just there, and I'm like, oh. Oh, wait, maybe. Maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The laws say you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Oh, because it's their secrets. Oh, well, that's really sad and kind of dating the game. But yeah. You think so? Never really saw her as that kind of girl. Chihiro may be trans. Good old trans girl Chihiro. Alright, let's go to this other storage. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well. I will tell you and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really? This was right before nighttime. Oh.
what are you doing out this late?
Oh.
Oh, I was just... Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
Oh.
What? How did you know? Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying. Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or a duffel bag. Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, yeah? Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Ding dong bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial.
Woo.
You remember where to meet, right? Please go
Yeah.
through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
We will. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Red door. So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember?
Come on.
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go get her. I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Just like that, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me.
I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. Woo! So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. And then she died. Someone made a choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. You ready? We're doing this. Yep.
Well then.
I will uncover the villain who performs such heinous deeds or heinous acts on a weaker individual. Yeah? I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? Oh my fucking god, I love Taka so fucking much. Taka, you sweet boy, with the best design out of anybody here.
Very sad.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe. You're cringe. Get out of here. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. I guess I wasn't much help at all on this one. I mean, you did what you did, Aoi. There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Almost like she has split personality. Alright, Mondo.
Hey, come on.
Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
True.
Yeah, true. I give a small nod in reply. With one last breath, I walked towards the elevator with shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a hand on my emotions, and couldn't stop speculating. One of you killed somebody. The steel box sank with a heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Till finally, bing bong! It came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, good. You're rip-raring to go. I gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills!
Thrills, chills, and kills, huh? Alright. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened up once again, and a deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yeah, we're gonna save there. So deadly. Alright. We have a lot of decent bullets here. Set skills. Oh yeah, we have new skills, don't we? Reduce your aim speed, effective during non-stop debate and Hangman's Gambit. You know what? I'll equip it. We got 2 new skills, or 1 new skill. Alright. That. Finish preparations. Class trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Fair.
Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Murder weapon. First, you have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Make your argument. Locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Oh, that is not what I meant to do. I was trying to support that.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But
A blunt
what kind of
instrument.
blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe. Interesting.
Oh my fucking god.
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
This... Isn't there a fast forward button? The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with a bloodstain on it. Yeah?
Chihiro's, it appears
Oh, it's controlled. There we go.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Shut up, hero.
No, that's wrong.
Shut up, hero.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime?
Mm-hmm.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Yep.
You looked at her head wound?
Yeah, you have to look at the wound when you're examining a body.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Maybe it is.
For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debates. There's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an active remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so be careful when you're aiming your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. Okay. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Cool. Is this your first playthrough? Yes. This is my actual first playthrough of the game.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Okay.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Okay.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Alright. Shut the fuck up, Byakuya. Yeah, right. Oh, awesome. Seeing people solve these cases genuinely is the best part of the game. I mean, to be fair, I explained it when we first started playing the game. I have seen the anime, so I've seen the anime. I know vaguely, because it's been like years since I've seen it. Like, it's
vaguely like who dies and who lives. But I don't remember entirely what happened. But like, there are some stuff here that I'm like, no, clearly it has to be this person and stuff like that. Like, I don't think it was Genocide Jack, because Toko is Genocide Jack. They lay it on pretty heavy. The anime leaves out so many details. That's what I heard. That's why we're playing the game. But also, like, it is what it is.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
No, it's wrong. I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
Now, what could it
I found
be?
this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
I don't know, because you're in a weird school full of murder
Why
people.
of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Ooblust.
No.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Shut up, Ifumi.
What's more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Oh, me? The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know? Oh. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the position of the body. It's how the victim is positioned.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
Yep.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
Yep.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Incorrect.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
No fucking way, yeah.
Genocide Jack is one of us?
Oh.
In fact, it's Toko.
In fact, it's Toko.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Shut up, Ifumi.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Lotophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Yeah, she's hemophobic.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Oh.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
I don't know. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not be Toko. Look at Sayaka over there, just like, I'm dead. Hangman's Gambit. Oh god, this shit. Nope. Oh. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I kind of forgot how to play these games because it's been so fucking long since we played.
Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Yep, that's what it's called.
Okay, but still.
Which is not
I wouldn't
schizophrenia.
say that about Miss Fukawa is
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing
kinda
her body
dates this game,
is
again.
proof enough that she has a split personality.
Like, I get it. I get the inference, but like, that's not the same thing. Oh, took a split personality. It has to be due to her behavior. Hold on. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality is her behavior change.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Yep. And then when she woke up... I'm fine, I'm fine. Yeah. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a oh, this whole talk, the front and back talk, the sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds like a completely different person. Yeah, right?
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Oh, my boy.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Yeah, probably.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Keep
It was
yourself
to
from
keep
getting
her
out.
other personality from getting out.
Stupid.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her.
Mm-hmm.
What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this?
But you snitching.
No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Mm-hmm, I bet.
She told me a most interesting story.
I bet.
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Fair.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Mm-hmm.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
Yeah, Byakuya with a high snitch energy.
Tell anyone.
What?
That dude snitched.
Promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Fuck you, Byakuya.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first.
Mm-hmm.
You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Just Celeste's face like, oh shit. Oh fuck.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, Toko.
That's the only reason I promised.
Oh,
How
Toko.
many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Oh,
I
rude.
hate you.
Yeah, kill him, Toko.
The opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Hey, there we go.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Second best girl.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend.
Third best, really.
Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this?
What happened to you?
Oh, Taka.
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? We should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Oh, there she goes.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
That was some serious
One
tongue.
is so
Yeah, right.
different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
I do like the Genocide Jill, like, design. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might
Put
be
your
the
tongue away.
mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell
Was that a
you.
baseball
I'm the
reference? Yes.
mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Then it's not true?
It's not true.
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless.
Facts.
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Mm-hmm, they did.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes...
I mean, she's not wrong, but she's taking it up to like 110 when it's like not that serious.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous
No, Byakuya,
fiend
you're just a
is
snitch.
Responsible for Chihiro's death.
No, you're just a snitch.
There's
That's
clearly
all
a
you've
motive,
proved is that you're a
so there
snitch.
should be no doubt.
We're not gonna share our Kit Kats or bath time with you anymore.
If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
Mm-hmm.
If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Mm-hmm.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine
Good boy,
that
Taka.
anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
The MO is different.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I do.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. You do. Make your argument. Status of the dead body. Yep. It's the fact that the dead body is hung and not stabbed.
But I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident,
Mm-hmm.
the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
I just want to see all the dialogue. Alright, fast forward. Nope. The modus operandi is completely different. The MO is completely different.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong.
Byakuya, you're a snitch and you're wrong.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Yep, because she kills with scissors.
Huh? How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Yeah. She stabs him.
Murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
You know, like if you go to an actual restaurant.
But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
I'm not gonna knock either one of those things, so I like them.
No creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
It's the way of death. There's one clear difference between the murders and this one. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. The victim's fatal injury. He stabs him with scissors.
The cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Which would be a serial killing.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yep.
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
Makoto, our boy.
Strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
Haha.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto.
Oh, that's a cute face. Aww. Look how excited she is.
Killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how...
Like, wouldn't someone put two and two together? You're not wrong. That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. Yeah. Because they're actually crucified with scissors through their hands. When she was suspended, what was used to suspend her, how the body was posed. It was what was used to suspend her.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Yep.
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Because she's a serial killer.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac.
Are you referring to me?
She's gonna keep referring to things as food.
There's actually one more difference.
Oh.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each genocide.
They're
Jack.
all males.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
She only kills dudes.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
They're all dudes. She only kills the penis. I didn't even think about that, but yeah. Every single name was a male name. Oh, because Chihiro was a friend, because Chihiro was a girl. And it's because Chihiro was a girl.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Big
Even though based on the clues, Chihiro probably it wasn't a girl.
All the victims had something in common.
Even though I think that they would be a trans girl, but still. I think by what they're going for, what they're implying is that Chihiro had a penis.
Guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
Whoever did the voice for Genocide Jill, good fucking job. Fucking nailing that.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Yeah, Taka, hide your Takas.
Chefs suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Yeah, rude.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
Not all there is to it.
It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Oh.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
Facts.
That does make some amount of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school.
No.
Scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world.
Envy of the entire world.
Whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's loaded. With the JoJo pose and everything.
She's fully equipped. That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime.
Fair.
Why resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't win, you gutter dogs, all of you.
Gutter dogs.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. The rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Fair. Hide your Takas.
No idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Gotta protect that boy.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Byakuya killed him. Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied Genocide Jack's cases.
Here's my answer.
Well, good luck beating this ace attorney.
It's
Yeah.
possible you could have found
Well,
out.
I'll catch you later, Bob.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Mm-hmm. The most logical person would be Byakuya.
Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
Mm-hmm.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Mm-hmm.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
Adorable glasses, man. I need to calm down there. you need to tone it down a couple notches.
So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yep.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Yep.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start at the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
Uh-huh.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. And to make it clear to everyone, a new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! Next, we're going to add something called the truth flashback. Oh! If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make a case. But when's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Monokuma file number 2.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural
Toko, you need to chill out over there.
reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
Okay.
There's no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
He's not wrong. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense with how we know before we found it. Alright.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any.
The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong.
You're being weird, Byakuya. You're being weird. You're being a weirdo.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Uh-huh.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Uh-huh.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
How dare you?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with it.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just
Thank you,
talked
Kyoko.
about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
Mm-hmm.
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Uh-huh.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The difference between this case and other Genocide Jack evidence, the evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible, is hidden in here? What could it be? The library desk lamp.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
did say that.
Scissors to arrange her body.
You do.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
It was the desk lamp, you bitch.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I say,
Extension cord.
that extension cord?
Oh.
What? An extension cord?
Nani?
Yucky. You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Too far, Taka. Too far. You jumped the whole thing there, Taka.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
Uh-huh.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
Uh-huh.
Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
No. Stop jumping.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
You're not wrong. But we're also jumping to conclusions here.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Yup. Say it, Makoto.
Right. And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. But does that mean... What if it wasn't in the girls' locker room? Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. It's the scene of the crime.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
Mm-hmm.
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Mm-hmm.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Found dead, yes.
How
That
could
doesn't mean
the
she was
scene of
killed
crime
there.
have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later.
There we go, Makoto. You so
along
smart.
with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Mm-hmm.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I do.
I believe I do.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? Yeah. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else. Yeah, right?
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Shut up, Taka. I'm getting to it. Calm down, sweet boy.
Come on, Makoto.
Yeah,
If
come on,
there's
Makoto.
any chance the murder took place somewhere else. Let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls locker room. One. Where is this fucking... No, first I had to prove the teams were switched. Oh, okay. Do they want me to show the poster? Is that what it is?
I got it!
There we go.
Proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Yep.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
It is kind of strange.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Maybe because they really like big titties.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
You calm down over there. We're not body shaming here.
The boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
Maybe they're really, really
Again,
cool.
That doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
I don't know, man.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yeah.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
The carpets.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
I'm not gonna lie, protein
I
coffee
noticed
sounds
that
real
after the
fucking good.
murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
It is.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
It does.
But
Probably.
why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
Yup. Oh.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that? Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room...
It's because they were trying to keep their Chihiro secret.
Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Ah!
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room.
But what if Chihiro wasn't considered a boy by the school, which is kind of fucked up, Monokuma?
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? I don't know. Maybe. Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible?
Yeah.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yup.
I got it!
Ha!
She must have hacked her e-handbook. She
Nope.
was the ultimate programmer after all.
I did think of that though.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No,
I don't think that's it.
Nope.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. No, it's wrong.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Yep.
Why not?
because Leon's handbook was broken.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Nope.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited.
Uh-huh,
It says
uh-huh,
nothing
yep.
about borrowing one.
Yep.
In
Facts.
other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yep.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Right on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said.
Nope.
She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Did she use her own
Mr.
handbook?
Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong.
Nope.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Calm down, Taka. You did pump the brakes on that shit. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, but Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? No. No, definitely not.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Yep.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
Yep.
what?
The one that makes sense. The one that makes the most logical sense.
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Just... Chihiro has a
Make
penis!
things more
Like, calm down,
exciting?
Kyoko. You don't need to out people
Well,
like that.
all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Better not be boring.
I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Time to go. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was...
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine
Want
the
to check it
entire
again.
body very carefully. Take your time.
The entire body.
Examine her carefully, like using our
Hifumi,
hands.
stop being a fucking weirdo.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Taka, you're too pure. You shouldn't do it.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds.
Hiro, you're just being also weird. Get out of here.
Very well. I'll do it.
Yeah, Sakura, thank you.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Not true.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Oh god.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this.
Kyoko, you should just tell them. Kyoko, just say it.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
Oh no.
not possible. It's not possible.
Mm-hmm. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
They have a penis.
a boy.
Oh!
I see. So she was actually a he.
No, she was still a she. They just had a penis.
Thank you for confirming this fact.
You're joking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't joke about this.
It's very serious.
Ben, it's really true?
Chihiro was...
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Shut up, Monokuma.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Aww.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Interesting.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting.
It does.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Monokuma, you're like the worst Miss Frizzle ever.
Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Yeah.
Let's pick up from there.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my
And
mind.
because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
They had no... Yep, they would have had access to
Assuming
it.
his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would
True.
be true.
Mm-hmm.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Mm-hmm.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Yeah, shit's haunted now, Taka. Can't go in there
I still don't
anymore.
understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
It almost seems like an
Well,
honorable person would
I
have
must
done that.
admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female
Shut up,
body.
Byakuya, you fucking weirdo.
Titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Yeah, but who's the murderer?
Connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
He is.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya is the killer?
Nope.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Mm-hmm.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Right, right.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
Mm-hmm.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
It doesn't.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
Mm-hmm.
At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
Yup.
And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Shut up, Byakuya. Such an asshole.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I
He is
just
not.
happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Byakuya, you're so fucking dumb.
Fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Uh-huh.
I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Yeah, because all Byakuya wanted to do was just out Toko as fucking Genocide Jill.
Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important.
He basically just wanted to snitch on Toko and use that as an opportunity.
If it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously...
Byakuya is such a dick. You're not wrong, Mickey.
Wait, I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
We do.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Oh my god, those two.
Let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
You do.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? Maybe the person who hasn't said anything this whole time. There's one thing we can be sure that we don't know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. Lit. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. You do. Like, Makoto, you do need to find more clues. Celeste's account.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer? I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Maybe.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Stupid. As a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more information about that. Yeah, she does.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Did nobody get... I'm sure if someone saw the killer...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
Oops.
It's all... You want to know who saw the killer?
No, it's wrong!
Mm-hmm.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Yep.
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
You did.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Yep.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
You did.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
Yep.
And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
You didn't.
seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry. Yeah?
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
Which means they
But
might have been meeting
why
somebody.
would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Yep.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Yep,
Probably
that's why.
because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Yep.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
Mm-hmm.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
Good
Point
friendship.
is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
One of the dudes.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
We do.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
We do.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
We might.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
Yeah, right?
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Mm-hmm.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
It
The
was
bag
blue.
was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
There were.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Mm-hmm. The Chihiro's track jacket really holds some clue about the killer. Somehow, it's really hard to believe. Celeste's account.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
We do.
He was on his way to go exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Why?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
No.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific...
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
No? Really? No! Alright.
First of all, Ricky was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean, the
I got it! It matched the one...
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as... My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
Because exercising
I have a
sucks.
white tracksuit, personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just...
First of all,
When he was on his way, so next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean, the specific?
Oh, wait a minute. I got it.
So, what the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, it's wrong.
Because then how would Mondo have known it was a blue tracksuit?
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Yeah, there we go.
What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuff a track jacket into a duffel bag. They didn't say what color it was.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just... Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
It was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The
Only person was Makoto.
was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Mm-hmm.
I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Oh no, Taka, my sweet boy.
No.
No.
Can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time he began
No, Taka.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Facts. That's a good pose too.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
Last
He
night,
walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
it was in the bag.
No, that can't be it either.
Mm-hmm.
According to Celeste's testimony,
Yeah, because it was in the bag, and they fucking went to go to the fucking gym, or to the pool workout room.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag.
Yep.
If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Mm-hmm. Unless you were there too.
Here, you've dug your own grave.
You did.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't
Mm-hmm.
it? Your
Told one
true
big lie.
intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along.
Yep.
I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Also, Mondo hasn't been saying shit this entire trial.
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. The way he was acting.
There was a certain turning point that ticked me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Mm-hmm.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's
Yep.
a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Murdered a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Oh boy.
Yeah, he would never do something like that.
No, Taka.
False accusation.
No, Taka.
It's
No.
true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems...
Yeah, the problem is we don't have. He still doesn't have a motive for killing him.
My time has nearly come. Let's
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Shut up, Hifumi.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
You did.
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Shut up and just show us the
Jeez,
evidence.
Is your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Mm-hmm.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you
A
have
handbook?
there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Mm-hmm. You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... It's Chihiro's.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a fact.
Yep.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Yep.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
They're not fragile.
You're right. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
It would.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Mm-hmm.
For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Yup.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
There might be.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did they get broken? By hitting its weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
True.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Someone figured it out.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Truth.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
True.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
True.
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Oh.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because
Yup.
as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
True.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Mhm.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
True.
interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the
There's only
sauna,
2 people it could have been.
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Mm-hmm.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Nope.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Yep.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
Mm-hmm.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Probably someone who had a cool bro moment inside the fucking sauna.
Took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
No, it's time for Makoto's time to snitch.
The one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Who could have done it? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. Where's our boy? Where's our dumb boy? No, it certainly wasn't me, Bert. I mean, yeah. No, it was Mondo. Look at that fucking sad face.
Here's my answer.
Oh boy.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
It did.
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Oh no.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. Remember?
They did.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
He did.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
That's what happened.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Mm-hmm. He probably has Leon's handbook.
Wait, hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid proof!
Mm-hmm. Oh, my sweet boy. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Let's see, broken handbook, Chihiro's e-handbook, and the card.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Mm-hmm.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Ah. I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during the sauna showdown. If I can just prove that, then that will show the handbook Mondo has was actually the
Let's test
yeah.
Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, that you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is in that case,
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, he's wrong.
It doesn't though.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall.
Mm-hmm. That one's actually his.
Isn't that one actually yours?
Mm-hmm.
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works.
He did.
I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Mm-hmm.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
Yep.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
so then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which
Yep.
would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
True.
But doesn't that violate the school
I love
regulation
Taka
that
so
says
much.
Leon's
Yeah, he's a
handbook
sweet
is
boy.
accurate?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
Facts.
Kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. ways. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
It does.
As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Yep.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong.
Oh.
You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
No.
Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Oh, my sweet boy.
Then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Oh,
That way,
love
everything will
Taka
become
so
clear,
much.
and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Poor sweet boy. Alright. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. What do we have here? Let's see. Then there's that. They went boop, boop, bop, hey, bop, bop. Boom, 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 murder. Shazam, what happened with the murder? And they died. Bump, bump, rolled it up. Took down the poster, picked up the body. Go back up the poster. And Byakuya's dumbass with the fucking stuff. Let's try that.
You! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
The fuck is that?
Something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Oh, it's the other way. Okay. And they went in.
Here's exactly what happened. With bag in hand, she made her way to the locker. But how could the victim?
Yep. Peep. Walked in.
Simple. Because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Mm-hmm.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
And shabam.
and attacked him. The killer is you!
God. I think this is my least. This is really cool, but I think this is my least favorite like portion of the investigations,
And
or
that's
the
where
of the
bloodstains
cases.
on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
And they died.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Yep. Took down the poster.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. Then, removing the bloody poster, the killer is
Did they pick up the
you!
fucking thing?
Which is why the then
So what's supposed to? Oh my god, am I gonna fail this because of this shit? Hold on, we might wanna. Oh, you can't save. Okay, good. Smart game devs.
Here's exactly what happened. Which is why then,
Okay, there we go.
and finally carrying the
Oh,
things into the
Jesus.
girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this
course.
alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Mm-hmm. Went in.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the
Sayaka.
hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Mm-hmm. Climb up the poster, put the body
And that's
down.
exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Yeah. And then this
That
shithead.
could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Mm-hmm. Good old shithead Byakuya.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
He did.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Yep. I swear to God. Byakuya said, for the lulz, you're not wrong.
The killer
Sure.
is you! And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade. The killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
That it did.
That's how it all played out.
That is how it all played out.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Yeah, you tell him, Makoto.
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof.
Oh, sweet boy Taka.
You need proof. You can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to bullet time. Oh boy. I don't have the health for this shit. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate. The tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push buttons at random, you won't miss. So if you push right mouse button, left mouse button, right mouse button, left mouse button, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. Alright. But this is only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make sure you use it at the best possible time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access the special time, right? So we prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. The opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle. Your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher for buttons and rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. Oh, I get it. It's the counterplay. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, we won't use nega time. Alright, sure. I don't remember how to do this at all.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refuse you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
We're just gonna keep,
I refuse to talk. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
Oh, that's right. It's the fucking mouse wheel. That's right. I was like, how do I do this again? I'm like, oh, that's right. You have to fucking use the mouse wheel. Give it another shot? Yeah, give me another shot. I'll use that retry. Alright.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
I hate this.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence.
Like, this minigame is kinda ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's kinda trash.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Ugh.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Yep.
Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Ugh. You said it. Ah, you said it. Ugh. 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 You said it.
Got a C on the last one, just, oh.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up.
Oh, her sweet boy
Go
Taka.
ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
Oh.
No waiting, no holding on.
Mm-hmm.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank!
Give it a yank.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oof. Guilty.
What?
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotako chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. Oh no, I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Oh.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Oh, my sweet boy. Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is a sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the Jesus. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. However, nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. Weird. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turns out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak. Oh no.
Weak.
Oh, poor Chihiro. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced to reveal their embarrassing secrets, which of course include Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
That was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter what the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack and the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him even more than before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now. Yeah.
What?
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Yeah? Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my
I want
chance.
to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. Aww. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. I'm gonna start working out. Goes to the gym once, literally dies. Oh no. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask him to help him from there. The person he went to,
Yeah, that's right.
it was me. Yup, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Aww. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he wouldn't ask Mondo to help him become strong. He did. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only Mondo's support would he ever be able to come across that close to that, I guess. So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. He did. But how does moving the body keep a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then, Mondo did all he could to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because, no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing secret, and the secret's exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I don't have to repeat myself. Yeah, I know. To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Facts. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. And that's all there is to it. True. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. He did. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join the biker gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. His Oni-chan. Mondo's older brother named Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him, but it was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Vroom. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. He do look like Josuke. He do look like Josuke. Mondo was the epitome of a starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. Before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. And then Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday. His brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. True. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why... Yep. I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. During the street race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed down into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, oh no! Oh no, Josuke! Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men. Bah! And he died. he could say he died. Oh, so stupid. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. Yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced revealing the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt that I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. Feel you? So that's why I... Aw, Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head lifted up in a kind of a fuzzy uneasiness and started to swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness had turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety, way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would... You're right, but...
I want to change.
Aw, sweet Chihiro. just wanted to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us. So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. I was jealous of him. That jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Aw.
Damn you!
Why'd you have to tell me that? Why are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to.
Aw. I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah,
Oh. That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Oh no, they have a complex. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya. And then you killed him. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet, covered in blood. I had a dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Oh, hey.
I killed Chihiro.
Oh.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
Yeah?
And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
You did. Twice. Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regret from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. Oh, you bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say that again. I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blacken that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
I prepared a very special punishment.
I prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
It is punishment time. I said wait. Oh, Taka.
Sorry, man.
Oh.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh. Get him. Mondo was found guilty. Time for the punishment. Woo. Look at Monokuma with that weird looking pompadour. The Cage of Death. Oh, there it goes. Goes round and round. Oh, he going fast. He going real fast. And just like that, he's fucking gone. He got turned to butter. Yummy Mondo butter. Yeah, right? 2 times the fat? Yeah, right. Laugh at death and your soul will be forever at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder. Another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Oh, my sweet boy. Oh, my sweet boy. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skull, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course he had to. Shut up, Byakuya. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because the game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that
however,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea what I'd seen. Or that I'd seen him. So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning? I mean, yeah? He kinda is saying that to Fumi. Also, Hifumi, just shut the fuck up.
That's right.
I think you mean 5 of our friends are dead. Yeah? Yeah, you're not wrong. Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would it have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answers revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
let's see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene? Byakuya is a big ass fucking snitch. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, it isn't fucked up that he tampered with the body, because I mean, the body's a body anyways. You're not gonna make someone more dead than they're already dead. It's just the fact that, like, nah, he literally did it just to snitch on Toko. Like, that's so fucked up. But damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become the Blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next? You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? 'Cause he likes to fucking kill people. I don't know. Jesus. Boo-hoo-hoo, do you like them? But you know, this punishment is this despair. It's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Mean. Good grief. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor. And then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. Hoo-hoo-hoo. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship. Shut up. I would never stoop to a level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand? In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion. Blech.
Getting all riled up.
Ooh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and a curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. Yeah? That's an analogy, I guess, Makoto. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted all to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Well,
anyway, like I was saying,
ooh.
This is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
Mm-hmm.
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
Ooh.
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match.
Right?
But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Ooh, there's a snitch in the group.
That's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean. Ooh.
My. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied.
There's another student.
That's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their
friends.
Mm-hmm. Someone's working with Monokuma. And there's a 16th student. The end. Now we got 5 dead people. To be continued. You received the Crazy Diamond present. Would you like to save? I will save. Alright. Oh. I actually think we're going to stop it here. Because this seems like a good stopping point, and then we'll pick up the next chapter next Wednesday. So that way we can have a hangout time and have a fresh new day. But yeah, thanks to anybody who swung by. Thanks to anybody who chatted up here. We're still 2 followers away from hitting affiliate. So hey, if you like what you see, like what you're watching, feel free to hit the follow button. If you're watching this on YouTube, again, why are you over there? We stream over here on Twitch. You could become part of the cool chat right here. But also, hey, thanks for watching on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Don't know how you people keep finding my videos there, but hey, thanks. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be playing Resident Evil 7. So no card games tomorrow. We're gonna wrap up Resident Evil 7. We'll do the end of Resident Evil 7 and the 2 DLCs for it. So look forward to that tomorrow. And then yeah, that should wrap up this week. But yeah, thanks people for tuning in. If there's anybody you guys want to raid, let me know now or forever hold your peace. And yeah, you'll have a good morning, day, afternoon, wherever y'all are, and take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye. Let me just do some stuff over here. All right, bye-bye.